Hi, my name is Heather Roberts, and my grandma is my champion. She is currently 92 years old, and she suffers from late stage Alzheimer's disease and mobility issues. When I was growing up, my grandmother would do just about anything to stand by my side. So many things. She was so many things to so many people. She spent her entire life serving our family. She's I can relate to her passion today because I've been blessed with my own grandkids. So after taking care of my grandmother for several years before her time in nursing care, I wanted to address how surprised I was at the lack of interest in family support and help and take care of her. It is my contention with a little bit of teamwork from family members, we may have been able to keep grandma home longer. And more effectively in the long run for better protecting her assets. Today, I want to talk about how hard it is to access the resources for older folks and why. And then I plan to suggest a few loving things families could possibly do to overcome these hurdles. Upon moving in with my grandmother, I went on the hunt for resources. Some of the ones I found were Medicaid, food stamps, the Homesteaders Act, Meals on Wheels, adult daycare, and home nursing were just a few. The problem was that because of my grandma owned her own home and had retirement income, she would be outside the income limitations to receive a lot of these services. Even with the assistance of the Homesteaders Act, the taxes on her house swallowed up so much of her retirement income, and Medicaid and Medicare. My grandma's medications costed hundreds of dollars every month, and that would eat up the rest of her income, leaving her without enough money for food. Even that was leaving her over the income limits for food stamps, and she would just be eating breakfast and lunch and not providing for all of her needs. She wasn't even able to receive state assistance. With all these hurdles to overcome, I saw her decline pretty rapidly. I feel like I could have been able to persuade my family members each to pitch in about 4 hours a week and a couple of meals. We could have kept her home longer. With such considerable hurdles, her decline was rapid, and I think that if each family member had pitched in a few hours per week to clean the house and maybe run her errands, there'd be less need for a transportation, and the resources that and in-home nurse resources that a majority of older folks are not eligible for if they can even access them to begin with. If family members each volunteered to cook a few meals per week, there would be fewer concerns about having enough food. Many older folks cannot access the food stamps even if they're eligible for them. My grandma sacrificed everything she could to ensure our family could thrive. Don't we owe it to her to make her comfortable? In conclusion, I think we owe it to her to work together and see that she gets the best care possible, as well as all of our older generation who have worked so hard for so many years to ensure our stability. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk today. And this matter in our country could be so vastly improved by implementing one simple idea back to our families. Teamwork makes the dream work.